It is halftime for the Packers and Bears, and so that means it is time to rant. Welcome in, everybody. Caden McFarland here. Chris has the weekend off, so we'll be joined shortly by Dion Amade, former OSU Cowboy. First, this is the rant, sponsored by the Tulsa Oilers. 2 games left in the 10-game homestand for the Oilers. They have played some fantastic hockey, had a 5-game winning streak snapped earlier this week, looking to get it restarted today against Utah. They are back home Wednesday night. And then next Sunday afternoon, get on out there. 2 more chances to see these guys on the 10-game homestand. The Oilers in first place, at least according to the winning percentage right now. They are playing some great, great hockey. Let's dive into these bowl games. We got a great matchup in the Fiesta Bowl, and to talk all about that, I have Dion Amade, former OSU Cowboys, linebacker, safety, played special teams, and you were on that 2011 team. The last OSU team to play in the Fiesta Bowl, the last OSU team to finish a season with 12 victories. I wanted to bring you on. Thank you, by the way. We haven't been able to have you in studio in the post-COVID world. But, man, you helped us out for years with OSU Cowboy previews, high school football previews. You're doing great work not only with Cox and doing the high school games, but also expanded role on the radio broadcast for OSU. I see you up in the box with Dave and John and going nuts, like on the final play of Bedlam. And you're doing a great job. Love to see it. And I wanted to get your perspective today, Dion. Just what would a win in this bowl game mean for the OSU Cowboys program? This was a little bit of an unexpected season, I think, in a lot of ways. I don't think we thought this team would get to 11-1 and with an inch of the Big 12 championship. They suffer that heartbreaking defeat against Baylor in the Big 12 title game where they were probably the better team but didn't come out that way on the scoreboard. But now you get a reset. You go to the desert. You take on Notre Dame, number 5 Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl. What would a win in this game mean for the program, you think?
I mean, it's kind of big time. A lot of people think in this day and age of college football, bowl games don't mean a lot, especially if you're not in the playoffs, fighting for that national championship. But in the sense of your fan base and your school and the morale, and not only that, but going into next season, it kind of gives your team a little bit of a boost going into the offseason, preparing for the upcoming season and going into what could be a pretty good team for Oklahoma State going into next year.
Yeah. Notre Dame had a couple of big opt-outs. Kyle Hamilton, who could be a top 5 pick in this year's NFL draft, and then their running back, Kyron Williams. I mean, those are both kind of all-American level guys. I don't know of anybody for OSU that's opted out so far, even after the news that Jim Knowles would not be part of this game as a defensive coordinator. Of course, he was hired by Ohio State, and so he's going to head on up to Columbus. I haven't heard of anybody. Maybe you have, but do you get the sense that the motivation level for this OSU team is about as high as it could be right now?
I mean, you never want to end your season on a sour note. I mean, that loss in the Big 12 championship coming up inches short, which watching my Cowboys earlier against the Washington Redskins, you saw Tyler Heineke, the quarterback, jump for that pylon, and it brought back so many bad memories once again. I was like, oh, goodness.
I had the same thought. That's funny. Yeah.
I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Like, literally just leap. But, you got to get over it. And hopefully this Oklahoma State Cowboys team can do just that with bowl preparation starting last week and them getting into the practice. And I've always said this, the players have the best outcome when after a loss because they can actually physically do something about it. As a fan base, you have to sit with it till the next Saturday or the next time you play. As a coaching staff, you can't really you can prepare, you can teach, you can coach, but you can't really physically do anything. The players, they can physically get over this loss and probably put it behind them, especially if they put up a good performance in the Fiesta Bowl where the nation will be watching them once again.
What do you remember of how Mike Gundy was in terms of bowl preparation? Coaches all do that differently. Of course, he's had recruiting to deal with this last week. What did you take away from your time with him as a coach leading up to a bowl game? Do you think he's changed at all in the decade since you've been there?
Well, here's the situation. Coach Gundy has always said this throughout the years. When you go on the road, it is a business trip. I learned how to be a businessman and go throughout my life because of the stuff that I've learned in that program and how to operate, especially how to represent myself and the people that I'm with when you go on a business trip. But one thing that he always told us in the bowl game, now that's a little different, okay? That's a bit of time to have some fun, reward yourself for the hard work that you've done this season, get to celebrate it and be with the team. But when it's time to dial in, it's definitely time to dial in. They're doing their hard preparation and work now. They'll have some fun during the bowl game. And then it's time to click and be in game mode. This team, with the veteran presence that it has, I have no concern whatsoever that they'll be ready, to play football the way they played throughout the season.
Sure. Let's talk about that defense. With the exception of the youngster, the freshman Colin Oliver, I don't know if there's a first-round NFL talent on this defense. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I hope I am wrong. But, man, are they good absolutely everywhere. Just a bunch of grown men, no weaknesses. You're a former defensive player. I'd love to just get some of your thoughts with regard to what has made this defense so good and what it's been like for you watching them. At the start of the year, we expected them to be good. I don't know how many of us thought they would be this good or great, and no doubt they are great.
Yeah, they certainly are. And it's a combination of things. I mean, the coaching staff, the players, Coach Knowles, not only that, but what we just mentioned, the veteran presence that's on this team. A lot of football has been played between these individuals who play between the white lines on the defensive side of the ball for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And you can't teach experience. You can't teach, being wise and older and mature. And just look at the statistics of them coming in sudden change situations and turnovers or dire situations where you have to just drop the water and the Gatorade and rush onto the field. Veteran, experienced defense handle those situations well. All I needed from my offense every week going into that booth was just give us a lead. Just give us a 7-point lead, give us a 2-score lead, give us something. All I ask for is 10-point leads, and my defense will take care of the business that needs to be done on the field, and we'll go home with a victory. And that's exactly the way this defense played. Every time they were put in situations where they had to come up big, had to make stops, Coach Knowles would dial up the blitz. Second half of the season, he would look like he was going with an all-out blitz, and then he'd back out and drop the linebackers into the zone coverage inside those windows, and it would work every time. But you know what? It's been fun, but it's still football. It's still football, and so my anxiety level is still high. But I've enjoyed watching them get after the passer and make plays in the secondary.
All right, let's dive into this bowl game just a little bit. Let's start there. You mentioned Coach Knowles and the difference he can make with the plays he calls or the alignments he puts these guys in. With taking him out of the fold, how much does that concern you? How different might it look when you remove this guy who, Ohio State's just hired him for $2 million a year. Obviously, he's about as good as anybody in the country at what he does. Without him in this bowl game against Notre Dame, how do you think that affects the OSU defense?
Well, first of all, let's go ahead and congratulate Coach Knowles on that big-time accomplishment. I mean, here's the thing. In this world, you're valued by the number that they put in front of your paycheck. And for him to be put with $2 million, and that's saying you're one of the best in this sport, and you deserve it. So rightfully so, he had an opportunity. He took it, and I hope him nothing but the best. But for what's going on now and with the bowl game and all the players that still have to play and have to play without Coach Knowles, the situation doesn't change. And I got a chance to talk with Robert Allen throughout the week as we were going through this and finding out the news and breaking things down. One of the things that he told me and reminded me was this defense is a very, very mature, wise, smart, good defense. But what goes on behind the scenes, it's not just Coach Knowles. He has a staff that's experienced, that's really good, that knows what it takes to get a win on Saturdays. Yeah. And Coach Joe Bob and Coach Duffy and Hammersmith and all those guys, they add a lot to that, defensive scheme and preparation throughout the week. It's a committee in there that gets it done. So for the Oklahoma State fans who are concerned with Coach Knowles not being the one who's calling the plays for the bowl game, they rest a little easier, because although he's not there, there's still the guys who helped him throughout the weeks put together the game plan and the preparation, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Correct me if you know otherwise, but I assume Joe Bob Clements is a guy who will get a serious look at the full-time defensive coordinator role and maybe gets his chance to call the plays for the defense in this bowl game. If so, yeah, what a great audition, what a great stage to audition on. Again, if you know differently and want to correct me, by all means, do it, Dion. But looking at this matchup, just a couple of keys for you. I don't know how much you've been able to dive into Notre Dame yet. I actually have watched every snap they play. I'm a longtime Notre Dame fan, so I can help there. But just from what you know of the Irish, what are maybe a couple of keys for Oklahoma State? Matchups they have to win, matchups where they have to kind of stem the tide and make sure it doesn't go the Irish's way to make sure that this game doesn't go their way.
Here's the thing we always know about Notre Dame is they're known for their offensive line and their ability to run the football and be dominant because of those big guys up front. Well, I haven't seen an offensive line who hasn't allowed Oklahoma State to get a nice, good pass rush throughout the game. And so I expect the same thing when it comes down to the Fiesta Bowl, the defensive line finding ways to get back there to the quarterback. Another thing, with the opt-out of their starting running back for Notre Dame, the next leading rusher, rushing for 300 yards total throughout the season. Next guy behind him, 250. So it's got to be concerning for Notre Dame to find out how they're going to be able to run the football. And if that's the case, then Coney, their quarterback, who had a really good second half of the season, especially being named the comeback player of their team. He transferring from Wisconsin and being who he is, they're going to have to rely on him a lot in this game to throw the ball down the field, especially with them not being able to rush the ball too well if their leading rusher is out of the game. So here's the deal. Can Oklahoma State in the secondary come up big and, take the game away from them, make them one-dimensional, and allow that front to help the back as far as that pass rush?
Absolutely. I'm fired up for this one. All right, before we let you go, the University of Oklahoma hiring Brent Venables as its 23rd head coach. That goes back to your time. I mean, you remember those Oklahoma defenses from 29, 10, and 11. That's when you were in Stillwater. Just generally speaking, he's spent a decade at Clemson, helped them win a couple of titles, has recruited down the Southeast for a decade. What did you make of the hire of Brent Venables in Norman?
I thought that was their guy from the very beginning. I remember hearing things about him being in Norman and how that was transpiring. I heard rumors that they were leaning this way and that way, but in the beginning I said they need to go get Venables because honestly, what they need is a defensive coordinator who can bring back the toughness and allow them to play, where they're going, SEC football, it's going to be tough, and they're going to need somebody who has some success, who's familiar with the program, so he knows how it's run. So they're not starting from, the first step. I mean, they skipped a couple of steps with Venerable being somebody who's been in the program before.
Yep, it's a great point, and you hit on the toughness. I think that's huge, and that's something I want to see from this team immediately. Even if they lose so much to the portal or whatever else, and in the recruiting classes coming up, that they simply don't have the material on hand to be what we've grown accustomed to the last few years. If this team in 2022 is tougher than it has been the last couple of years and just gets better and better as the year goes on, to me that's probably a win, and you're trending in the right direction as you head to the SEC. And he said some really interesting things. One, it became kind of obvious that the Brent Venables that's here in 2021 is different from the guy who left in 2011. I think he learned a lot from Dabo Swinney. I think the recruiting approach is a little bit different, and his idea for how to build a program and the culture especially of a program is different. It's going to be fascinating for me to watch that play out and see if Brent Venables is able to bring a lot of what they were doing at Clemson and create a lot of the culture that they had at Clemson in Norman, Oklahoma. It may mean that they're not in on every single five-star recruit that comes down the pike, but I think it also means that they'll develop kids a little bit better. The culture will be better and certainly more tough than it has been, and I think that will serve them well in the SEC. No doubt you got to go out and get some incredible athletes and raw material. You got to be deep, and you got to have guys who can run and are just great athletes everywhere. But you got to be tough as well to win in that league. I mean, that is man ball, and I think a lot of what he was saying was hinting at that, pointing in that direction. And this can be, as great an offensive mind as Lincoln Riley was, this can be, I think, a good move, a net positive for the University of Oklahoma if Brent is able to bring that sort of toughness back to the program. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a better chance of competing in the SEC because he's there than they would have if Lincoln had never left. Dion, man, thank you so much for your time. It's so good to catch up with you. I hope you have a heck of a time at the Fiesta Bowl. It's going to be, I'm in a glass case of emotion, as I've said. I don't know how. I've been a Notre Dame fan since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, as they say. And now, I got to be objective on this thing. And by the way, if I did have to start venturing a pick, I think this game's really even and really close. I think Notre Dame is going to have more overall talent even than Oklahoma did. So there is a way in which they can challenge Oklahoma State better than other teams have. That said, Oklahoma State's great strength, rushing the passer. And then Notre Dame, really, it's a weakness, having a quarterback in Jack Cohn who just can't get away. I absolutely see a path, multiple paths, for Oklahoma State to win this ball game, and it would be huge for these guys to get a 12th win for only the second time in school history. Like I said, you were a part of the first one. To win the Fiesta Bowl, Mike Gundy's won a lot of bowl games, 10-5 career bowl record, but he hasn't won a lot of these. There have been more losses than wins in the Cotton Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. To pile this one on in a season where it wasn't expected, it would just be a great way to cap off the season. And for you and the entire OSU family, man, I kind of hope that happens, even though I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. So I hope you enjoy Phoenix, and thanks for your time today, man.
Catholics versus Cowboys.
Yeah, that's right. Print up those T-shirts, Dion. Make some money. Catholics versus Cowboys. All right, man. I appreciate you. Have a good one, Dion.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, that's it for the Rant tonight, sponsored by the Tulsa Oilers. Get back to the football game, Packers and Bears. We'll be talking to you about this Fiesta Bowl and all the bowl matchups we have as the week goes on here on Channel 2. Take care.